our top stories. De La Salle Zobel celebrates its 34th Vision Mission Week. The United States presidential elections. The LSZ football girls goes to Alaska Cup. Hurricane Sandy batters the United States East Coast. China embarks in a change in leadership. Thanksgiving Mass in honor of Pedro Calungsod. I'm Anthony Aguillo, and this is Zoob News TV. Move to the beat as we soar in our 34th year in De La Salle Zobel as our fellow students participate in this year's drumline. Here is Kodi Cailipan reporting.
De La Salle Zobel's Vision Mission Week shifted into high gear today, the 22nd of November 2012, right after the opening ceremony of the school's annual fair with this year's theme, Soar at 34. Here we have Renzo Santos, a representative from Batch 2014, and Adrian Albincula, a representative from Batch 2013, to give us a few insights from this year's drumline competition. So Renzo, tell us, what is the winning formula of this year's drumline competition?
I think that there are only two formulas, which is teamwork and dedication. If you really want to win, you have to practice really hard and got support of your batchmates. And if you really want to win, you gotta put your mindset into it.
Okay, thank you, Renzo. How about you, Aldrin? What inspired you to join?
Well, since we all know that it's my last year, I wanted to try out to be part of the drumline, so I did. Really cool.
Right, thank you, Aldrin. How about you, Renzo? How long have you been preparing for drumline?
We've been preparing for 1 week as a whole, and we just practiced one last before the actual early.
Yeah, thank you, Renzo. Aldrin, which batch did you think would win today?
Honestly, I honestly think that our batch should have won the competition. But then the mechanic says that it's the crowd who's gonna judge who the winner is, so but I'm good with that.
And the junior surprised us, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Aldrin. How about you, Renzo? What can you say about everyone's performance today?
It was really good. It was, even though there was some impromptu routines, it was still pretty good.
Right, thank you, Renzo. Aldrin,
Yeah.
can you suggest a few improvements in the future
For the drumline?
for the drumline competition?
Maybe they should like hire a judge to judge the real
true.
competition, not just the crowd, because it's
sometimes
biased. Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the time.
Right, thank you. Thank you, Aldrin. Renzo, how long have you been drumming?
I've been drumming since I was grade 4.
Right, thank you. Thank you, Renzo. Aldrin, are you proud of your batch?
Of course.
Of our batch?
Of course.
Alright, there you have it, folks. This is Renzo Santos from Batch 2014 again, and also Aldrin Advincula, a representative from Batch 2013. And Renzo Santos, Batch 2014, is the winner for this year's drumline competition. This is Kodi Cailipan reporting for Zoob News TV.
Make it rumble, but don't stumble, as the different high school batches compete against each other for the title at this year's Stomp. Here is Nikki Angeles reporting.
Hi guys, I'm Nikki Angeles. Now I'm in Gym 2 for this year's Stomp competition. Hi guys, how does it feel like to win this year's Stomp competition?
How does it feel? Of course, it feels great. Yeah.
We worked hard for this and we spent like most of our time practicing and
Yeah. It's really great out there, out here.
So, what can you say about the overall performance?
Overall performance, it was amazing. Yeah. I'm so speechless.
yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Any tips for the next performers?
Just work together,
Work together.
pray together, stay together, and you must go to the practice. If there's practice, you must go. Yeah, go and go. Go, go, go.
So, what would you like to say anything to your supporters, to your batchmates?
Sure.
Thank you for spending the time to watch us and even if fail yung batch stomp, okay lang,
Okay yun.
okay lang.
Yeah, and yeah, thank you, seniors. Woo! Batch 213, yeah, yeah.
Well, that's it guys for this year's Stomp competition. I'm Nikki Angeles reporting for Zoob News TV.
Bring out the rock star in you and support your favorite bands as the De La Salle Zobel celebrates the Big Band Theory. Here is Ynah Sycip reporting.
This is Ynah Sycip for Zoob News TV, and we are here outside the CPA where they are holding Big Band Theory Battle of the Bands 2012.
Over. We are here with our top 3 bands with members from
Rambutan, Beach, Mango Pie, Rambutan, Resort Tomorrow.
And we have some questions for you boys.
Alright.
So how does it feel to be in the top 3?
It feels good. Very overwhelming. Oh, it feels great. Perfect. Ang delicious good. Delicious good.
So how did you feel on stage while performing?
I felt so alive. I treated the stage like a bedroom. Perfect. That was perfect. Yeah, Mark treated the stage like a bedroom. Yeah, I laid down. The music brought him to life. Oh, we got Yerim Kim from Peach Mango Pie. What? Come on, talk. Hello. What do you feel like it's our top 3? Their top 3 with them. Ibang class. Thank you. Bring it on. All in.
There you have it.
What about
From Resort Tomorrow members?
We had fun. It's very thrilling experience. Thank you.
Bon Jovi?
All the bands did great today. Salamat sa lahat ng support, sa lahat ng bands, and thank you. That's fun. Fun.
Alright,
It's all
thank
about
you.
God's glory.
There we go. That's a wrap. Alright. Thank you, and this is Ynah Sycip for Zoob News TV.
Get ready to be loud, proud, and be heard as the different batches battle it out for batch supremacy at this year's cheer dance competition. Here is Kodi Cailipan reporting.
As the last few hours of De La Salle Zobel's Vision Mission Week takes a stand, the long-awaited cheer dance competition is going to be held today, the 24th of November 2012. Ynah Magubat, a representative from Batch 2013, to give us a few insights from this year's cheer dance interbatch competition. So Ynah, tell us, what do you think of everyone's performance today?
Well, honestly, I think that all the batches were and it's really such an amazing thing to see all the classes and to just see everyone enjoy their batches.
Thank you, Ynah. So, how does it feel to have served our batch one last time?
Well, for me, it really feels amazing to have served batch for 4 years, and I think that the memories of the batch and the performance of the batch will always be with us, and that's what
Okay, thank you. One last question. Can you suggest a few improvements in the future?
Well, for me, I think that more support from their batches would be great, and a few more gymnastics and just enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Ynah. There you go, folks. Here we have again Ynah Magubat from Batch 2013.
Love you.
Batch 2013. This is Kodi Cailipan from Zoob News TV.
In what was described as a dead heat contest, President Obama beat his challenger Mitt Romney in the United States presidential elections. Here is Lolek Pugeda reporting.
The US presidential election has ended with Barack Obama winning a second term as President of the United States of America. He managed to win over his former Republican opponent Mitt Romney, who conceded to his defeat through a phone call before addressing his weeping supporters in Boston, who held a vigil prior to his announcement. Despite running in a seemingly dead-end poll, President Obama was able to get 1 million votes over Mitt Romney. President Obama addressed his enthusiastic supporters by ensuring them that, as quote, the best is yet to come. He also emphasized on the need to address unequal opportunity in society. On the other hand, Mitt Romney addressed his supporters with the warning that, as quote, at a time like this, we cannot risk partisan bickering and political posturing. Obama is expected to be president until 2016. This is Lolek Pugeda for Zoob News TV.
In yet another milestone, the DLSZ girls football team came out victorious in the recent Alaska Cup. Here is Jino Dayrit reporting.
The DLSZ girls football team makes headline once again as the girls 16 team dominated their way through the annual Alaska Cup. The girls swept through the tournament towards a championship victory that marked 10th straight year that the girls have won the Alaska Cup for the girls 16 division, continuing the rich blaze of winning glory tradition that they have been constantly maintaining through the various tournaments every year. This is Jino Dayrit for Zoob News TV.
In what was called the Frankenstorm, Hurricane Sandy swept through the United States East Coast, bringing New York and surrounding states to a standstill. Here is Ynah Sycip reporting.
Hurricane Sandy has left its marks on northeastern America, eastern Canada, and the Caribbean, and after 2 weeks the effects are still clearly visible. The death toll has risen to 56 people dead in America and 69 in the Caribbean. Power outages have affected all areas throughout, with 2.1 million houses and businesses out of power in New Jersey alone. Subway systems have been flooded and may become one of the largest struggles. Not long after, fires and snowy weather have been experienced in some areas such as eastern Canada and West Virginia. Also, people are lining up to stock up on food and to buy fuel at gas stations for their generators due to the lack of resources. It has been expected for more shortages to come during the recovery. This is Ynah Sycip for Zoob News TV.
Amidst an anemic worldwide recovery and a slowdown in economic growth, the Communist Party of China embarks on a once-in-a-decade leadership change. For more on this, let's go to Lolek Pugeda reporting.
In a once-in-a-decade change of leadership ceremony, China broadcast its new set of political leaders on November 15, which is led by Vice President Xi Jinping, who will succeed President Hu Jintao as head of the Communist Party in China in March. For now, Xi Jinping is named as the party's General Secretary. But despite the change, few expect any major change in the political system of China. However, what is worth noting is that Xi Jinping also succeeds Hu Jintao as head of China's Central Military Commission, an unusual thing as former leaders have retained the position to preserve their influence in Chinese politics. Mixed responses were made with regard to the change, as Japan expressed hope that it would develop the two countries' relationship, while North Korea expressed congratulatory remarks. But local citizens expressed indifference due to the fact that the parties' shrouded dealings have caused the people to be spectators rather than partakers in Chinese politics. This is Lolek Pugeda for Zoob News TV.
In a proud moment for the whole Philippines, Pope Benedict XVI has canonized its second saint, Saint Pedro Calungsod. Many Thanksgiving Masses are being held, especially in his hometown of Cebu. For more on this, we have once again Lolek Pugeda reporting.
In light of the canonization of Pedro Calungsod last October 21, the Cebu city government decided to hold a national Thanksgiving Mass on November 30, where 30,000 pilgrims are expected to attend. Due to this, the local government had estimated that 50 to 70 tents would be required to shelter the pilgrims, but they managed to gather only 5, as the others will be used for the Thanksgiving Mass at the South Road properties. However, they do intend to borrow additional tents from other local governments, such as the cities of Mandaue and Talisay. In addition to sheltering, the pilgrim site will also have 50 toilets and 50 shower rooms. Lastly, the Archdiocese of Cebu will also hold a day of penance on November 24 to prepare the pilgrims for the Mass by offering confession, rosary recitation, and adoration of the Blessed Sacrament. This is Lolek Pugeda for Zoob News TV.
I'm Anthony Aguillo. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep in touch with us on Facebook, YouTube, and follow us on Twitter at Zoob News TV. This is Zoob News TV. Good day.